Have you ever wondered what it would be like if you took Barbara and Xingqiu and put them together into a 5-star? Well, we might be getting a character just like that. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Soft. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about Kokomi. Her data and all her information has been officially leaked. We have all the stats in her kit, so we're going to go through that today. However, remember, it is still speculative, so you do want to take it with a grain of salt. All that is subject to change until we have official announcement by MiHoYo and when she's going to be coming out. But all that being said, we're going to have a lot of fun with this today, guys, because her kit is somewhat amazing. She's going to be fairly unique as a Hydro character. So we're going to talk about all that and more, so make sure you watch the video all the way through to the end. And before we get started, remember to like the video, guys, help the algorithm and help more people see videos like these in their recommended list. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, so I know a lot of you guys out there love Barbara. There's a ridiculous amount of Barbara fans out there. I still don't know why, but hey, they exist. Well, you might be liking the new 5-star Hydro character Kokomi because she actually is going to be pretty fire. Let's take a look at her here. And as always, we are checking her out on Honey Impact, so I'll leave a link down below just so you guys can see that. Let's pull this full screen for you. Alright, so Kokomi is a 5-star Hydro Catalyst user. We already have a 5-star Catalyst user, but she's more of a burst DPS slash main DPS. But I'm not saying that Kokomi is not. However, as we go down into her stats here, we see that she has Hydro damage, is scaling with her, and she has a nice pool of base HP. Here are her Ascension Materials. Take a good look at that. Currently, we don't know where we're going to be getting this from. It looks like this may be a Hydro Hypostasis. Currently not available in the game, so it will be in a future update. So more to come on that. We also have, it looks like, some Sango Pearls, which we also, I'm not sure if these are in the game yet. I think I may have picked up one. Not really sure. So those are her materials. So let's go ahead and look at her talents here. First up, normal attacks. Nothing crazy here. And she's a Catalyst user, so it's all Hydro. Perfect. Moving forward, let's look at her first skill. Her first skill is basically like a little jellyfish that spawns. It heals you and it scales with max HP. So you know, any character, especially healers that scale with max HP, you know, it's really easy to build them. That being said, it's going to be no problem getting some heals out with her, and also doing Hydro damage here, which means that she is going to be able to have some type of DPS element to her. She is a 5-star, so she's not going to be complete just healing. She's going to have a big pool of HP, so just know that. And damage is based off of her max HP as well. So the fact that she is able to heal right here and do damage based off of max HP tells you that it's going to be a nice ability that you're going to be able to use, that you're not going to have to worry so much about just, hey, do I have to pick DPS or do I have to pick healing, when she can pretty much do both. So let's go ahead and move on to her ult. Her ult ability is pretty fire. Let's go ahead and read this here. The might of Watasumi descends, dealing Hydro damage to surrounding opponents before robbing Kokomi in a ceremonial garment made from the flowing waters of ceremonial garment. So it makes her normal charged attacks and elemental skill generate Bake Karage. Damage is increased based on her max HP. Once again, HP scaling and damage together is kind of perfect when it comes to these characters, because those are usually artifacts that are throwaway artifacts, and for some reason RNG loves to give us bad artifacts, which are good on characters that have damage based off of max HP scaling. So she's going to be really easy to build and be very viable in combat, because she'll do a good amount of damage, it seems like, and also she won't die because she has 2 ways of getting heals out here. So you love to see it. Also remember, I forgot to mention here, her E will make her wet, kind of like Barbara, so just know that. You might get electrocharged, you might get vaporized, you might get frozen. So just keep that in mind. However, her being a hydro character, if you pair her up with, maybe if you want to go the extreme and put Barbara in the party as well to go dual healer on there, which is overkill obviously, but you could, then you get that extra hydro resonance for more healing. Also, if you put her with Xingqiu, then you also have the ability to make her more of a main DPS character with having the ability to never die. So you have a lot of capability here in doing the hydro resonance and keeping that hydro out there. If you want to do a vaporized comp as well, or a freeze comp, you have so many opportunities to make her viable in combat, and then just having her as a healer, which I feel Barbara doesn't do the best at DPS. You can build her as DPS, but we're not going to go into that. So you get the best of both worlds because she HP scales with healing and damage. That's nice. I love to see stuff like that. You see the energy cost here is 70 with a cooldown of 18 seconds. The duration of this is 10 seconds. So you guys are seeing here, there's HP regen per hit. So like I said here, you're going to get damage based off of max HP, but also when her normal and charged attacks hit opponents, she will restore HP for all nearby party members, and the amount restored is based on her max HP. These are great things to have in here, and she is a 5-star, so nothing less is expected, right? 5 stars have to be somewhat borderline broken because they're 5 stars, and I respect it, all right? I respect it. Before we move any further with going on to her passive talents, we need to take a look at her ult a little bit closer. Increases Kokomi's resistance to interruption and allows her to move on the water's surface. Yes, guys, when she puts her ult up, she can walk and run on water. I saw this myself. There are leaked videos of people in beta testing right now. I've seen it. I cannot show you guys because, you know, MiHoYo will, you know, they do what they do. However, this is fact, and it's kind of amazing. She's like Naruto. I'm serious. She just runs on water. It's fire. I think it makes her extremely viable with exploration as well. So from her kit, looking at everything right here so far, she seems like a great character. And that's a Hydro Catalyst user that I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. Because usually both of those things are lackluster in my opinion. You guys may feel different, but that's how I feel about their characters currently in the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at her passive abilities, because so far in the game, this might be the only character that currently has 4 passive abilities. This may be updated at some point in the future, but let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so her first passive is Kokomi's own Bake Karage are on the field. When she uses her ult, the duration will be refreshed. So if she has her E out, like her little jellyfish, and then she uses her ult, this will reset. So the duration is 12 seconds. If you wait till 11 seconds, then pop her ult, this will reset. So this can be out for a total of over 20 seconds, which the cooldown is then reset. So, which is actually pretty fire. You guys gotta understand, like, that's insane. Okay? So, she can pretty much have this up almost all the time while she's getting energy and doing more. This is insane. Low-key, like I said, almost broken if you know how to rotate and do your damage loop properly. Next, it's Song of Pearls. While donning the ceremonial garment created by her ult, the normal and charged attack damage bonuses gains based on her max HP will receive a further increase based on 15% of her healing bonus. So if you put a healing bonus circlet on her, and if you also, I'm not sure if that exactly is going to stack with the healing bonus of the Hydro Resonance as well, but it could. It doesn't say that it doesn't. That could be huge right here with the damage bonus, which is a further statement saying that she can do both. She can do DPS and she can heal all in one, which is amazing. She also gets the swimming passive here, and then this other one, Flawless Strategy. Look at this, is interesting. She sacrifices all of her crit rate so that she can get 25% healing bonus. So you won't be critting with her, However, 25% healing bonus is huge. On top of if you are using healing bonus as the circlet, I mean a healing bonus circlet, you're gonna get a bunch of healing bonus on her, which means she could possibly be the best healer in the game. Hands down. Here are constellations. We're not going to go into these, but it basically either makes her a better healer or gives her more damage, which further goes into the idea, guys, that she is going to be borderline broken as a Hydro Catalyst user that can heal and DPS. So she kind of takes the place of both Barbara and Xingqiu, but if you pair her with Xingqiu in your party, I'm telling you guys right now, that duo is going to be broken. And I advise anybody that's going to be pulling for her or anybody in beta to test that out. Post some information online on that, because that just sounds insane. To be able to get energy from Xingqiu to be a battery for her and for her to be a battery for Xingqiu, back and forth, it's insane. Especially with Xingqiu's damage resistance that he applies. Low key, she will not die. She will not die. She's going to have so much HP, so much healing bonus, and so many ways to keep her on the field doing more damage. And if you put Vaporize in there or Freeze, you have CC or you have big damage. I love what I'm seeing so far from this. I can't wait to get the official final numbers. Guys, what are your thoughts on Kokomi so far, just based off of this? Is this something that you think that will be viable? A Barbara / Xingqiu 5-star hybrid, pretty much closing the gap between the two, allowing you to have someone that can do damage, allowing someone that can actually go ahead and heal. What do you think? Is it viable? Is it necessary? Do you think it might be broken? Let me know in the comment section below, but that's going to be it for this video. I will be doing an actual build guide for her that's going to include artifacts, and it's going to include what weapons are going to be viable for her. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.